sit back in your seats, get something to eat, and watch this movie. Don't let the kiddies see it, because, well, we'll let you hear the beginning first. Thank you.
Why, hello there.
Hello.
Welcome to Closet Chat.
Hi, I'm Rainy.
I'm Sunny.
And we gotta go fast, right?
We gotta go fast.
Yes. You know why?
Why?
Because we're talking about Sonic today.
Sonic,
Yes.
like the place that makes the burgers and the
No.
fries?
No, not that one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. But this Sonic is blue.
Blue.
Yes.
Like the blue water you can get at the Sonic drive. Like the Gatorade? It's basically Gatorade.
No, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh my god, Sonic the Hedgehog.
That just killed me. Like, you knew what we were talking about.
No, I have no idea who this Sonic the Hedgehog fellow is. Describe me in excruciating detail, please.
Well, he's a hedgehog that can stand on his hind 2 feet.
Oh, that's disturbing.
He wears red shoes.
Why?
And in some mediums, he has like technically kind of a Cyclops-looking eye, even though he has 2 eyes.
I think it's more of the style than anything. But yeah, that is kind of. I've always wondered about that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
Like, why do they have that, but all other characters and animals don't have that?
I don't know. I don't know really.
Okay, I guess we won't get into that.
We're not gonna get too far into that, unless if we really want to. Anyway, yes, we'll be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog because we actually both watched Sonic the Hedgehog movies, especially because a certain someone didn't watch both of them when they came out.
Yeah, I was not into it.
Yeah, and then I dragged you down with me.
And there you go, you dragged me into it.
But at least you had fun.
It was quite fun.
Yeah. So we're just gonna be talking about so real quick we're just gonna talk about the 2 movies, Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. One that came out in 2020 before,
I think it was February 2020.
Yes, before shit happened.
Yeah, before shit hit the fan, pretty much. Or, as someone said recently, poop was thrown into the fan. His words destroyed me.
Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun episode. But so there was that movie, and then there's the sequel, which came out in, I think,
April 8th, 2022.
Yeah, so it was actually pretty recently this year.
Yeah, so it was that's kind of crazy to think about that, because that's 2 years later. It doesn't not feel like 2 years.
No, it doesn't. Oh, sorry, if anyone hears that, that's just my air freshener, and it terrifies Sunny.
Yeah, that honestly took me off guard again. I almost screamed. So, fun quick fact about the live action movie.
Okay.
Hello?
Sorry, I say that to almost everyone. I'm sorry.
I do. So, according to Wikipedia, like on the general page for Sonic, the Hedgehog, not the drive-through, I had some issues at first. On June 10th, 2014, a film based on the Sonic series was announced. Simply known as Sonic the Hedgehog, it was produced by Neil Mortiz. On his original film banner alongside Takeshi Ito and Mie Onishi and Toby Asher as executive producer. So it's written by other people, blah, blah, blah. The film is a live action and CGI hybrid. So this was announced in 2014, and this would eventually become the movie that would be released in 2020. Originally, it was supposed to be filmed and released in 2019. However, as y'all all probably remember, Sonic's first design was quite it was quite horrendous.
No.
Which that design of Sonic was actually appeared in the Chippendale Rescue Rangers named Ugly Sonic.
It should be burned.
Oh man.
It should be burned and should never have reached sunlight again. I'm sorry. I just really hated that design.
I think everybody did.
Yeah.
To the point where we literally harassed them into like remaking it. Which thank God they did.
Like, I think it was like they literally actually got a Sonic why are you showing me the picture? Why would you do that to me? What did I do to you today? How dare thee? I bring you in this comfy room and you do this to me. How dare? The fact that it had the new design, that's better.
He had human teeth. To me, he still kind of has human teeth in his new design, but in the original, it's a lot more noticeable because the front teeth are straight up like visible.
I know. I think it's because they tried to make it too realistic.
They did.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the issue for a lot of like live action, or like when they try to take these characters. Like, remember the Smurf movies?
I try to forget those.
Yeah, my dear babushka, she got me a bootleg of the Smurf movies along with 10 other movies and a disc that we bought off of a vendor on the street in Ukraine. I remember watching the live action Smurfs movie, the first, with one single guy narrating and voice acting the entire movie in a dub.
Sounds fun.
I have pleasant memories of Ukraine.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyways, back to Sonic.
Yeah.
So, what were your thoughts when you first saw the movies?
Well, when I saw the first movie, before starting, I had no high hopes because if everyone knows, video game movies never really worked out because they always because you can tell that this is someone who got like the base, like the tip of the iceberg, only got whatever was they physically can see, but didn't really get into it.
Yeah, not a lot of them have been successful, with maybe the exception of Detective Pikachu. I feel like that was pretty good.
Yeah, but as I continue watching it, because I was like, okay, it's Sonic. Like, there's besides the fact that they had to redo the design, there's like there you can do so much with it, and yet that's what I was afraid of because I was like, what could they do with Sonic? Because he's not going to be placed in his world, he's going to be placed on Earth. So I'm like, what are they going to do? Because there's so many ways they can botch it. But as I continue watching it, I was just like, that is the cutest movie I've ever seen so far.
It is pretty cute.
It is. And I'm like, Sonic is like, he's like the 14-year-old version of every millennial and Gen Zer that I've met. Mostly millennials.
He does seem like a teenage millennial.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, yeah, technically he is a millennial since
Did he dab?
He dabbed.
Oof.
So he has a bit of Gen Z, maybe Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha?
The generation after Gen Z. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
How old are they?
I think the oldest is 11.
Oh, they're like children.
They're children, yeah.
God.
Do you feel old?
Oh, yeah, I know, because I worked with those children before. They're always talking about Huggy Wuggy, and for the longest time, I didn't realize Huggy Wuggy was from a fucking horror game. I thought Huggy Wuggy was, like, from a cute little children's game.
No.
And then I see the drawings, and I'm like, oh, that's Huggy Wuggy? Why does he look scary? And the kids would be like, it's Huggy Wuggy! And I'd be like, What the fuck?
But yeah, no. Going back on topic. Yeah,
Right.
I really did like this first Sonic movie because when I finished it, I was like, oh my god, this is the first video game movie that actually gets the character. Like, I don't expect the characters to be one-to-one exactly, like completely one-to-one. But I do at least, like, you can feel that this is the original Sonic. Like, a guy who just is trying to have fun, but also protect the people he loves.
Yeah, and I feel like he goes through a pretty good, like, relatively good character arc.
Yeah.
Like, he goes from being this childish, I mean, he's a literal child.
Yeah, I think he's 14 in this movie.
Yeah, I think so. Either way, he's a kid.
Yeah.
Kids, they do really stupid. Hey, put that down. Put that down.
Okay. Continue.
Sorry, guys. Rainy was trying to drink more of her Calpico strawberry drink. It's a big bottle. 1.5 liters. And she's already drank more than half of it. Put it further away from you, Rainy. That sound you just heard, she slid it across the floor to the opposite side of the room.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Whoa, girl, whoa.
Yeah, I feel like it's not bad. Do you have any like critiques or problems with the movie, or are you like relatively satisfied?
I mean, I'm relatively satisfied. I don't think I have any big complaints about the movie because it's the first movie, and that's what makes or breaks it. Like if you at least try to emulate the spirit of the franchise that you're trying to make a movie of, like it could actually work.
I agree, and it's like you said, they had a fan of the franchise help them in like developing this movie, which I feel is incredibly helpful because I was talking to Rainey about this earlier, but I feel like a part of the issue when it comes to these kinds of films is that like the director or whoever was, the guy behind the movie, they don't really know what they're trying to capture. They don't really understand the game. For example, other live action movies based off of video games like Resident Evil, lots of others, Tomb Raider, what's that new one that just came out? Uncharted, which I heard did not have the best reviews.
I want to see that because first off, Tom Holland.
I do appreciate Tom Holland. And it's just like a bunch of other games, like Monster Hunter. I heard that game was, I mean, the game is phenomenal, but the movie that came out I think it came out a few years ago, it did not do good at all. Yeah, it came out in 2020.
Yeah. Oof. But yeah. Continue.
But yeah, it's because like the people who make it, they don't understand the game. They're taking this, it's what like Rainey said, like you said, they take the tip of the iceberg of just this base knowledge and just completely create something out of it. Like from what I watched a YouTube video about Monster Hunter, and the YouTuber who was saying literally he discovered that the director for Monster Hunter, hold on. I was trying to see who the director of Monster Hunter is, because I think he made the Resident Evil movies too.
Yeah. And while you're looking at that, I'm trying to remember. Like, I also realized the fan on it.
Anderson. Paul Anderson. Does that strike a bell?
No.
Okay, never mind. But
do you know this person? No,
not at all. But he did the Resident Evil movies as well. And for Monster Hunter, apparently the reason he even like made the movies because of a crossover event with Monster Hunter that he saw.
So Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter, or you mean
or
Resident
with like
Evil with Monster Hunter?
No. I'm just saying that he made the Resident Evil movies. movies before. He's the same director. And for Monster Hunter, the inspiration for the movie, the live action, was because he saw a crossover event from Monster Hunter the game. So it wasn't actually like truly the game that he was like inspired by.
Oh my god, like he just took a crossover?
He took a crossover event.
I need this bottle to hit myself in the head.
No! Get away from it!
Hit my head, not to drink it.
Oh, if it's in your hands, I know where it's gonna go. Not on your head.
No, I'm gonna use it to hit my head. You don't trust me?
I don't. Anyways.
But yeah, I feel so annoyed with that because it's like, so you didn't really look into it. You just saw like, because I think that's what's frustrating like with these directors. Like they see like one event or one game and they're like, that's it. That's gonna be the whole movie.
Yeah, and even then, it's like they probably didn't even play the game because like they butcher the characters, and in the case of Resident Evil, there's barely a connection to the video game because like the plot is just completely different. To be fair, I don't know a lot about Resident Evil. This is just I've heard through word of mouth.
Yeah, I mean it's worse when you look into the book to movies.
That's true. Either way, we all know there's a lot of issues with that. Typically, the original is always better than the movie or the remake or the sequel.
Yeah,
it's a rule of thumb.
Yeah, but Sonic is like kind of breaking that rule when you really think about it, because first off, the person who helped recreate Sonic, not only is he a fan, he's actually worked on official stuff for Sega.
Did he now?
He did, yeah. Like he did he did like one of the with the IDW comics, which was after the Archie comics, which we're probably going to get to later. He's done that. He's helped with a video game called Sonic Mania.
Okay.
He's done that. So he's done he has a resume of being part of Sonic. Like he's had other Sonic projects, but he has a resume.
So he's actually qualified.
He's qualified. Like he knew the design, how to make the design a lot appealing.
Oh yeah.
More appealing, and then he knew like, okay, this is the story we need to get with because this will make more sense. So yeah, so it's like that's what was really fun. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with the first movie.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. What are your thoughts on the second movie?
The second movie, actually, I personally feel like it was a lot more fun than the first one.
See, I agree with that. I might not have the popular opinion, but personally, I didn't. Like, I had fun with the first movie, but honestly, it was kind of bland.
Yeah.
Because it felt like a very, like, basic plot with, like, basic characters. Like, not Sonic, but, like, the other characters.
Donut Lord and Pretzel Lady.
Donut Lord and Pretzel Lady. They're very basic. Like, they're kind of...
A little bit.
They're kind of proppy.
Yeah, but, like, in the second movie, that gives them more character and more agency. Like, God, Pretzel Lady... in like that one scene where she's trying to get to her husband and the crew.
Yeah. And the auntie, her sister.
Yeah. Oh my god. I would be terrified of that lady if I broke her heart.
See, I liked that. So I really appreciated that it was like more fun, more dynamic.
I felt like the first movie, it was more of like a test drive, like to see, okay, we don't want to go too out, but we just don't want to be too like extremely forgettable.
Yeah.
Like they were like, okay, we're gonna just give you a little bit. And then Sonic 2 came out, and they were like, okay, we're going to give you a lot more.
Yeah, it feels like they're more comfortable in what they're doing, especially with introducing the new characters. And it's like, it actually fits with, like, you know,
with the game lore?
With the game lore. With the introduction of Knuckles, specifically.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. Especially, like, I also love that the movie actually puts Knuckles back to what he originally was. Not like a complete hothead who is completely dumb.
Yeah.
I never liked that version of Knuckles. But I like this version of Knuckles while he is
still a bit of a knuckle brain.
He's still naive, but at least he's like he was raised and trained in a way where he had to be like tough and serious all the time.
Yeah, he's a true warrior.
He's a true warrior. So yeah, it makes sense for him to act like this in the movies than say later in the games where they just made him a complete idiot.
Yeah, I also have an appreciation for that, and hopefully that will remain, like, he will remain true to his character in the third movie that's going to come out.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, which, perhaps spoiler alert to those who haven't seen the second movie quite yet, so please do skip this brief part if you haven't seen it yet. So we're going to avoid spoilers. But there is the reveal of
Shadow!
Exactly. He is going to be in the third upcoming movie.
Yay!
Super exciting. And it's like, I wonder what other characters they're going to introduce. Like, are they going to introduce Amy Rose? Like, or other characters?
So I know for a fact that if they introduce Shadow, they have to at very least introduce Rouge the Bat.
Which would be very interesting.
I would really like to see how they pull her off.
Mm-hmm.
Because, especially, I really like the dynamic between her and Knuckles, because they have a history.
Oh, yeah.
And I would love to see that.
Yeah, that would be quite fun. And plus, that's they're the team, right? Knuckles, Rouge, and Shadow, is that right?
No. So, for the teams, it's Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and it's Rouge, Shadow, and Omega the robot.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
So, I just remembered, I do have a small bit of experience with some of the Sonic games. Specifically the one where, it's like you're racing, it's 3D. I think it was on the GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
And you could also play on the other team of Rouge, Omega, and Shadow.
So I think that's Sonic Heroes.
Maybe?
I think that is what it is. Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, that was quite fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so excited.
It is pretty exciting. Hopefully, cross our fingers, it'll be a good one.
Yeah. I am concerned if they bring Amy Rose into this. My concern is how are they going to portray her, because I feel like that's going to be later down, but I feel like it's just that she's been changing through so much within the franchise. So I'm just like, are they going to introduce how she originally was, or are they going to introduce what she is currently?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, it's like you said, she went through a lot of, like, more growth, I guess, right?
Yeah, which I think this will be more of, like, towards, like, when we talk about the games and the comics, and maybe even the cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so that's, like, those are the movies we saw. So we kind of got inspired with that, and yeah, we have our, Sonic semi-expert.
I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but...
Well, I did say semi for a reason.
That's true. I am.
Basically, you know a lot more about Sonic than I do.
Yes, because I kind of grew up with Sonic.
Mm-hmm. So tell us, Rainy, how did you grow up with Sonic?
So for me, thanks to 4Kids, I did grow up with Sonic X.
I grew up with that too.
Yeah.
In Ukraine, they used to show that on Jetix.
Jetix, yeah. And of course, because it's 4Kids, I had gotten a lot of the censored version of Sonic X.
Oh, yeah.
But thankfully, thanks to the internet years later, I found the original dubbing.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. And it is, like, a lot more darker than I thought.
Really? How so?
Well, for one, I think they did show off a little bit of blood in the anime. It's been a while, but I know that it was a little, it was less Americanized, but more like it was, because you know how 4Kids like to Americanize their shows.
Yeah, like instead of sushi, he's holding like a dog.
Yeah, or like instead of the rice balls, it's a jelly-filled donut.
Instead of a kunai, he's holding a gun.
No, not even guns. Instead of guns, they're holding darts.
That would be truly Americanized.
Oh, that would be truly Americanized.
Yeah, instead of a gun, he's
but remember,
holding
this was the early 2000s.
Yeah, so they censored anything violent.
Oh yeah, on 4Kids, yeah, definitely. But yeah, like, and also I think there was even a love confession in Sonic X.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Between Sonic and Amy.
Amy confessed to him?
No.
Whoa. What?
Possibly. They didn't dub it. Like, in the original dubbing, there was no sound. So it was up to her interpretation that if he did tell her that he loved her or not.
Wait, there was no sound.
There was no sound in the
original.
Like, as in, like, when he was saying something to her, it was silent completely.
Why?
I think it was up to interpretation.
Whoa.
But based on the fact that she was doing happy tears and she was hugging him, I feel like it was a confession in some sort. Yeah, some sort.
Are they canon?
I have no idea because they did even like after that.
I thought it was a one-sided thing.
That's what I thought too. But then but after that scene, they were like, it was still very, very unclear. Like they were like saying, like there were times where he was like a little shy around her. There were times where he's just like comfortable with her. So it's like kind of like hard to gauge if it was what. What?
I think they hooked up.
They probably did, but remember, he's like 16 and she's like 14 in this version.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because remember, she's 2 years younger than Sonic.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, so that was what I grew up with, Sonic X, like in the English 4Kids version. And then as the years went, yes.
Question for the audience: who did y'all ship in Sonic?
No, let's not do that. Oh, that is a loaded question.
Okay.
Because
did you ship anybody?
I do ship a lot of characters.
In Sonic?
In Sonic, yeah.
Okay, before we continue, who did you ship?
So I definitely did the whole Sonic and Amy one because before anyone starts saying, what about Sonic and Sally? Because we're going to talk about that character in a little bit. I grew up only on Sonic X and on the video game, so I didn't know who this character Sally was.
Okay.
So I did do Sonic and Amy, Knuckles and Rouge, Tails and Cream, which I don't know why. Yeah. Yeah, that picture. Yep. Which I feel like, I think it was dumb of us. Now I'm looking back on it because these two are literal children. But like this was like, I don't know. But those two, and then there was this one crack ship that I think was like they never made an appearance to each other, never met. But because they're both technically immortal, a lot of people were like, "Oh, these two would go really well together."
Just because they're immortal?
They're mostly immortal, and they have a lot of tragedy in their past.
Oh, who is it?
So Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm sorry, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Tikal the Echidna, aka an Echidna from Knuckles' tribe.
Oh, okay.
Who is trapped in the Master Emerald.
Oh no.
Yes. So there was that ship.
That is a bit of a crack ship.
It is about a crack ship because in canon they've never met.
Yeah.
But it's like they're both immortal. Mm-hmm. They both have tragedies.
Yeah.
And they both had sacrificed themselves in some way.
Mm-hmm.
So ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Anybody else you shipped?
There was also Silver and Blaze. Because like that's kind of like you can tell that there's like a good friendship between them.
Oh yeah.
And like they could easily go like date. They could easily date, but it's like they will be friends first.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I can remember right now.
I low-key shipped Rouge and that police officer chick as a kid.
Oh, I think her name was Topaz.
Was it? Topaz?
Yeah, Topaz.
Oh, that works well.
Yeah.
Rouge was wasn't she like a thief?
She was a treasure thief.
Exactly.
Or a treasure hunter.
Yeah, straight up. Ship it.
Yeah.
She is her jewel.
I can actually see that too now.
Yeah, a lot of people, I've seen some fan art and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. I've also seen people ship Shadow and Sonic and I'm like, I can see that.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's also, for me, it's conflicting because I can see that, but I also, I can also see them as being, a brother doing dynamic.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah.
Did you ever ship Shadow and Rouge?
No, I felt like they were too much of bros to be
I feel like they're bros.
Yeah, he would just be, it's just more of hey, do you just want to do some chaos?
Also, I watched Snap Cube's dub of Sonic, and that kind of ruined me because now I just take those character traits from that dub and just project it.
Yeah.
So Sonic and Shadow, spoilers, Rainy, I'm so sorry, but they did get married. And they might have gotten divorced, and they might have had a polyamorous marriage, and then I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there is also one character. He's like this character is like he's like part of the newer cast of characters. Like he came out like only 2-3 years ago.
Oh, so he's really new.
Yeah, he's like I don't think he's even like 5 years old.
Wow,
He's a baby. Yeah, he's called Infinite. I know a lot of people, current Sonic fans, will know what that name is. Infinite. He and Shadow have history, and there was one YouTube channel called Sonic Song 186, and they have those two, quote unquote, married.
They're married?
Yeah, and they hate each other.
Oh no, they're toxic partners.
Like, no, because it's all started with a joke, and Infinite is like, okay, let's get married, because, keep your enemies close. And, like, Shadow's like...
Marry your enemy.
Yeah, Shadow's just like, no, no. And yet, he took the ring, like, the little golden rings, he took it, and now everyone's like, did you get married to him? And he's just like, oh, fuck. I love that.
That was pretty great. Okay, going past shipping.
Oh my god,
what were we originally going to talk about, Rainy?
Well, we were talking about games.
Right, so, would we like to have a brief history of Sonic the Hedgehog?
Sure.
All right, let me give you a brief history, because it is pretty interesting.
There's so many games.
Yeah. All right.
All right, going down the rabbit hole.
You're going down the rabbit hole.
Yep.
All right, first of all, appearances. What are you doing? Stop that. You're making so much sound.
I'm getting thirsty, though.
Drink some water.
Where?
Drink some air.
This is what I have to put up with, guys.
You have to put up with, okay? You literally put that drink away so that you wouldn't drink more of it.
I know, and I regret it.
You always say that. Anyways, Sonic's first... Silence, wench. Rainy has the laugh hiccup. We are going to pause for a moment. We'll be back.
Okay.
All right, and we are back.
Yay.
About 2 minutes passed, perhaps.
Yep.
Rainy got some water, and we have calmed down.
We have. Now,
Sonic's first shown appearance in a video game was in the 1991 arcade racing game Rad Mobile, as a decorative ornament hanging from a rearview mirror. Isn't that interesting?
It is, because I always assumed that Sonic made no other appearance prior to that.
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. All right, so let's talk about the origin real quick. Do you mind if I read that real quick?
Sure.
All right. While Sega was seeking a flagship series to compete with Nintendo's Mario series, several character designs were submitted by its research and development departments. Many results came forth from their experiments with character design, including an armadillo, a dog, a Theodore Roosevelt look-alike in pajamas, who would later be the basis of Dr. Eggman's design. Who would have thunk? That is very interesting. So, Theodore Roosevelt is the inspiration for Eggman.
He is Eggman.
He straight up is Eggman. And a rabbit who would use its extendable ears to collect objects, an aspect later incorporated in Ristar. Naoto Oshima took some of the internal designs with him on a trip to New York City and sought feedback by asking random passerbys at Central Park their opinions. So, the designs, the spiky teal hedgehog, initially codenamed Mr. Hedgehog, led this informal poll, followed by Eggman and the dog character. Oshima felt that people selected it because it transcends race and gender and things. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Oh, I heard noise.
Oh, it's coming from outside.
Oh, I was like, what was that? So he felt that people chose this design because it transcends race and gender and things like that. A literal quote. On return to Japan, Oshima pitched this to the department, and the hedgehog was ultimately selected as the new mascot. The detailed design of Sonic was aimed to be something that could be easily drawn by children and be familiar, as well as exhibit a cool attitude, representative of the United States at the time. Sonic's blue pigmentation was chosen to match Sega's cobalt blue logo. So, as I said, he was initially teal, which is very interesting. Mm-hmm. And his shoes evolved from a design inspired by both Santa Claus and Michael Jackson's boots, with the addition of the color red, which was inspired by the contrast of those colors on Jackson's 1987 album Bad.
Okay, I knew that Sonic was a little bit inspired by Michael Jackson, but I didn't know about Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
His personality was based on then presidential candidate and later president of the United States, Bill Clinton's get it done attitude during the 1992 presidential campaign. There's a lot of inspirations from the United States presidents, so that's pretty interesting. To help sell the idea to Sega's higher-ups, Oshima pitched the concept framed by a fictional fighter pilot that had earned the name Hedgehog due to his spiky hair, and had decorated his plane with images of Sonic. When the pilot retired, he married a children's book author who wrote stories about the Sonic character. The first, which became the plot for the first Sonic game. Oshima stated that this influence can be seen in the logo of the game, which features Sonic in a pilot's wing emblem. The origins of Sonic can be traced further back to a tech demo created by Yuji Naka, who had developed an algorithm that allowed a sprite to move smoothly on a curve by determining its position with a dot matrix. Naka's original prototype was a platform game that involves a fast-moving character rolling in a ball through a long winding tube, and this concept was subsequently fleshed out with Oshima's character design and levels conceived by designer Hirokazu Yasuhara. I'm so sorry for butchering these names.
Yeah.
Sonic was created without the ability to swim, which is a thing from the movie that we saw.
Oh, yeah.
Sonic cannot swim. I guess that's a canon throughout everything.
It is. Yeah, complete canon.
Without the ability to swim because of a mistaken assumption by Yuji Naka that all hedgehogs could not do so.
But they can.
Exactly. It's a misunderstanding.
Oh, that's poor Sonic.
A group of 15 people started working on the first Sonic the Hedgehog game and renamed themselves Sonic Team.
Ooh.
The game's soundtrack was composed by Masato Nakamaru of the band Dreams Come True. Sega sponsored the group's Wonder 3 tour, painting Sonic on tour buses, distributing pamphlets, advertising the game, and having footage of the game broadcast above stage prior to its release. The original concepts gave Sonic fangs. He had fangs!
He had fangs?
The original concepts gave Sonic fangs and put him in a band with a human girlfriend named Madonna.
Oh my god, no wonder 06 got that inspiration.
However, a team from Sega of America, led by Madeline Schroeder, who called herself Sonic's mother, softened the character up for an American audience by removing these elements. This sparked a heated issue with Sonic Team. Naga later admitted that it was probably for the best. Goodbye, Madonna, Sonic's human girlfriend.
That is so weird.
Very weird.
Ugh. Ugh.
Sonic's appearance varies greatly depending on the medium and the style in which he is drawn. In the video game, Sonic's original design by Oshima was short and round, with short quills, a round body, and no visible irises. Artwork featuring this design, and drawn by Akira Watanabe, was displayed on the package artwork for Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic's proportions would change for the release of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, so that's the more of the modern Sonic's design.
Yeah. And please, we're still within classic Sonic era.
Oh yeah. Sonic's head to height ratio was changed from 1:2 to 1:2.5. For the 1998 release of Sonic Adventure, Sonic was redesigned by Yuji Akawa as a character with longer legs and a less spherical body, longer and more drooping quills, and green-colored irises. So that was 1998, my birth year.
Yay!
For the 2006 game, Sonic was redesigned to make him look more adult-like and taller to appeal to the next generation players.
That failed.
This was also done because Sonic would interact with humans more often, and his design was supposed to fit.
It failed. It failed so bad.
An alternative werehog form was introduced in Sonic Unleashed, placing more emphasis on Sonic's melee skills rather than speed. Although Tetsu Katano acknowledged the large negative fan response to werehog, he believes it could return in the future game.
Yes!
Yep. So yeah, that's a brief history of the origin of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
It
Not
is.
gonna lie.
Yeah, and I'm very curious. I really want to see werehog Sonic again. Because I thought he was very interesting.
Tell me more about that game.
So basically Sonic Unleashed this came after
I know it was in the 2000s.
It was 2008. Yeah. So this came out after 06.
Okay.
So this was when Sonic's reputation kind of went down the drain.
Oh, really?
Because 06 was really bad. But
why was it bad? Oh gosh, Rainey just made the most painful face I've ever seen.
So before we talk about Unleashed, let's talk about 06. So Sonic 06 was an anniversary video game. Mm-hmm. This was to celebrate, I don't know how many years of Sonic, but it was, to any Sonic fan, they know it was bad. It was so bad. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, so this video game was out to celebrate the 15th anniversary of Sonic. Mm-hmm. And, oh my lord, it had so many bugs, so many glitches. The storyline was all over the place. There was bestiality in the game.
Oh, what?
It was only in a kiss form, but it was still
Wait a minute.
Weird. Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
What's this game called again?
So its full name is Sonic the Hedgehog, but if you put Sonic 06, it'll take you straight to that game. Or straight to that page. But yes, a human girl.
Is she a princess?
She's a princess.
Snapcube did the dub of that. I remember
that
the kiss.
That game.
Yeah.
She kissed Sonic when he was technically dead.
On the lips.
On
his hedgehog lips.
Yes. And it was so bad that everyone was like, nope, burn it with fire.
It's like, yeah, no wonder what you said about when I mentioned the Madonna human girl.
Yeah, I had that reaction because that reminds me of 06. So that game was so bad that everyone, like, legitimately, no joke, there are people who are trying to fix the 06 game, like, with gameplay-wise, to make sure it's not glitchy anymore. I don't know about story lore, but the gameplay, they're trying to fix that. But anyway.
That's Madonna.
She looks like an adult, and if I remember correctly, Sonic was a child.
That's really weird.
A teenager. Yeah, that's so weird. I'm like, ugh, no, get it away from me.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so after that whole mess, Unleashed came out 2 years later. And everyone was still on edge because it's like, oh, you made another game after your horrible attempt with the 15th anniversary one. Okay, let's see. Now, I actually did like the story because I'm probably the minority. I liked Sonic Unleashed. It was actually a really interesting story. It is basically that one after like this takes place. It starts off with Sonic and Eggman fighting, having a battle.
If I remember correctly, in this game, they have so many fights, and Elise gets kidnapped so many times.
Oh, in 06? Yes. But we're not talking about 06 anymore. Get that shit out of here.
Okay.
We're talking about Unleashed.
Oh, we're talking about Unleashed already?
Yeah, we're not talking about 06. We're not going to talk about it anymore.
I got distracted by looking up fan art of Madonna. Apparently her full name is Madonna Garnet.
Oh, that's cute. Anyway, so Sonic Unleashed is when Sonic is given the ability from. Oh, she looks cute. Is that Monda? Are you kidding?
That's her current design, I think. She looks badass.
She does look badass. My God, stop distracting me.
I'm so sorry.
With the. I want to say.
Wait, can I do one last distraction?
Okay, fine.
Here's a fan art of her and Elise.
That is a lot better.
I ship it more.
I ship that one more than either one of them with Sonic.
Yes.
Anyway, so Sonic Unleashed is where Sonic gains the ability to turn into a werehog during night. It's so stupid, but it is so much better than 06. Because they understand that this is stupid. But they're like, we're gonna do it anyway. Because we've already done a pretty shitty job with our 50th anniversary one. There's nothing we can do that's worse.
I remember seeing the trailers for that game as a kid.
For 06?
Not for 06, but Unleashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like,
I was like, holy shit, Sonic is a werewolf?
I'm just like, yes. Let's go.
Let's go be feral.
Feral
Sonic.
Yeah. And it was very interesting because, first off, you have a companion that's not Tails.
Oh.
Named a little, kind of fairy size, maybe like the Chow size.
Mm-hmm.
Named Chip.
Oh. And where's Dale?
Not that Chip. Let me show you Chip. So let me explain to people who are listening to this. So he's like this kind of like magenta red creature with white patterns.
Burn it with fire.
Oh no, he's adorable.
He looks uncanny.
Hold on. Let me get a better picture. Here, how about this?
Oh my god.
Is that worse? Okay, well technically his real name is Light Gaia.
Okay.
He's an ancient being.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know, I like him. He's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And like, he's also a foodie, which I'm like, I like. Anyway, so with Chip's help, and also the planet broke into pieces. Yeah,
like Earth?
The Earth. So like the core is in the center, and the Earth piece and the titanic plates broke off, and they're like kind of floating in space, and the core is just sitting in the middle. So with Chip's help, Sonic has to put them all back together, and also recharge the Chaos Emeralds.
Okay.
Yeah. While trying to stop Dark Gaia from taking control. So yeah, it's a weird game, but it feels something Sonic would do. But yeah, it does take that weird element that you have to do melee in pose of just speed.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it makes sense why he'd turn into like a werehog.
Yeah, and it's only at night.
Infected? Like, why is he a werehog?
Okay, so how he became a werehog is that Dr. Egg. It was.
Oh, it's always Eggman.
Yeah, it's always Eggman. During a fight between him and Eggman, Sonic gets trapped in one of his devices, and he's in supersonic form right now. So he has the 7 Chaos Emeralds with him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Dr. Eggman uses this to fire his machine to the Earth, breaking it to like I was saying, like breaking the titanic plates off and having the core exposed. And this not only drained the Chaos Emeralds, but it also transferred a bit of Dark Gaia's energy to Sonic.
Okay.
And he was transformed into a werehog because he was away from the sun.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And hence why he has to recharge the Chaos Emeralds.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is weird, but it's actually very interesting. And I like it.
Yeah. I remember being thinking it was kind of like badass looking.
Oh yeah.
Like seeing the art and I'm like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah. And not only that, excuse me. Werehog Sonic actually made an appearance in the Archie comics before it got canceled. Because it was towards the end of its run.
Mm-hmm.
Before it got canceled and transferred to IDW, and then I don't know if it's going to ever appear, but Yeah, it was very interesting, and it was like, oh my god, werehog.
Werehog, werehog,
Yes,
werehog.
werehog.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Sorry, I really like this game. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh no, it's so bad. I'm like, but it knows it's bad. Because there's nothing worse than 06 right now. Because 06 is the bottom of the bin.
Right.
So it's like, you can't get any worse than 06. And if they do, that's a new miracle.
But yeah, we are kind of running the course.
Oh yeah, we're like at almost a 15-minute mark.
Yeah, so Rainy, would you like to wrap things up, or do you have anything like last minute things you would like to add in addition?
Oh my god, I don't know, because there's so much to talk about Sonic. Like, because there's so much stuff. Like, there's all the games, all the cartoons, because there's been multiple cartoons of this. There's been comics, like at least from what I remember, 3 types of comics. And it's just like, like, it's so much, and it's like, you can't like just try like to do it within an hour is like impossible. You have to, like, this would be like a whole series on itself.
Honestly, it could be.
It could be, yeah.
Winky face.
Winky, winky.
Winky, winky. So yeah, we might revisit Sonic another time.
Yeah.
Because there is still a lot to talk about. Just lore.
Oh my god, the lore. If you thought, Sunny, I know you're a Legend of Zelda fan, but if you thought the lore on Legend of Zelda was confusing, you have not seen Sonic's.
Honestly, I can see that.
Yeah. It is so confusing. Like, I don't even know what to start.
Considering how much time travel there is in Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have a time traveling hedgehog.
Yeah, we have a time traveling hedgehog. So yeah, for me, what I learned about Sonic is just there's a bonkers amount of time travel involved in most of the games.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, maybe not all.
Yeah, and growing up, I've just always had the thing of, excuse me!
How dare you?
Excuse me! Phone! No! Hush! Anyway.
You better edit that out.
No, we're just gonna leave it in.
God damn it.
But, for me, it's more like, expect the unexpected. Because if you try to be like, oh, this is what's gonna happen, you're gonna be so wrong. So for the franchise, it's just always expect the unexpected. Because when you think something's gonna happen, it's not.
Well, I feel like that's a pretty good conclusion.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, listeners, we've reached the end of the episode.
Yay.
Thank you for listening to Closet Chat.
Yep.
I am Sunny.
And I am Rainy.
And what the hell did we do last time?
I don't know. I know we fell down a rabbit hole.
What did we do? Like, what did we close with? I feel like we closed with a banger.
I don't remember what we did. But I know we gotta go fast.
We gotta go fast.
Yep.
Good night. Good morning. Have a good afternoon and a good evening.
Yay!